Okay, so everyone, welcome back to your second session. In the second session, you are going to study about the uh, writing Tutor 2A, everyone. So, do you still remember about your previous lesson, everyone? So, teacher would like you to review some vocabulary first before we start the lesson today, everyone. So, first of all, you see like the word bandage, okay, like impact, like convenient, like injury, explode, dynamite, right? Okay, so the next is wound, okay, injury to living tissue caused by a cut, blow, or other impact, typically one in which the skin is cut or broken, right? Like gauze, thin, transparent fabric of silk, linen, or cotton, right? Okay, so you see like the word tape and stripe as well. Let's see the picture, everyone. This is dynamite. Okay, this is tape, this is stripe, this is bandage, right? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now teacher would like you to start the lesson today on page 79, and the objective of today's lesson, you will be able to distinguish and practice with can and could. We use the modal verb to describe about the ability, okay, and the use of be able to as well. So we use can here, can for ability, okay, and cannot to describe like a lack of ability in the present and future. Example like she can speak Chinese, but she can't speak English. So she can speak Chinese mean her ability to speak that language. What about can lack of ability to speak in English, right? But this is in the present simple. So if the present ability is surprising or involve overcoming some difficulty, we can also use is able to, like despite his handicap, he is able to drive a car. So it means that he's got the difficulty, but he's still challenged to drive a car. So we can say that he is able to drive a car. Okay, so the next is we cannot use be able to in the passive form. Even be able to and can meaning the same, but actually in the passive form we cannot use be able to, everyone. We can use like this book can be used by complete beginner, okay, not this book is able to use by complete beginner. So be avoid to use it in a passive form, everyone. Passive form mean differentiate with the active form, everyone. Okay, so if you use in the active form, you can say this book can use, but no ed use here, okay, by complete beginner. And to change to the passive form, you're gonna add be and plus verb 3 ed here. And for the future ability, we use will be able to, okay, plus with present verb. So will be able to, we can say can use in the future, but in the form of can we just replace by be able to because of we describe about the future. Actually can also modal verb, okay, and will also modal verb, so we can put two modal verb at the same time. That's why we use be able to replace can in the future meaning, okay, like future ability. So I will be able to speak English fluently if I study it persistently, okay. Persistently means continuously, everyone. So we can use the. We cannot say I will can speak English fluently if I study it persistently. Okay, so we use be able to instead. And anyway, we use could okay, for positions of an abilities in the past. Remember everyone? If we talk about the natural meaning with that, we just can for the present or future and could for the past, because of can, present, could, past, like will and would. But in some way, we use can and could not to describe about past or about the present. That's the other one. Like I could speak English at the age of 16. So now meaning that I am not 16 years old. Perhaps I am more than that. Can be 20 years old, 21 or 22 years old. So I just talk my past ability, okay, position of an ability in the past only, okay. And we use could also to describe a successful use, okay, of an ability on a specific occasion in the past. We don't use could, we use was be able to. Okay, so everyone, instead of about the successful use of an ability on a specific occasion in the past, we replace could to was or be able to. Okay, so be changed to was and were in the past, and in the present be changed to is or are, right? So and the future ability we use will be able to with present verb. This is we don't use could, okay. So like the previous slide that teacher already explained you everyone. Like example, like my car broke down, but unfortunately, he was able to repair it. Again, everyone, Mike's car broke down, but unfortunately, he was able to repair it. Okay, to prepare no D, everyone. Okay, so the next one, everyone, we use can. We can use could in question and in the sentence with limiting adverbs such as only and hardly. So could you fix the computer yourself? No, I could only back up the key files. She was so exhausted she could hardly speak. Okay, so you can remember like only and hardly, we can use could over there. And we use couldn't or was or were not able to describe a lack of ability or success. Like Mozart couldn't speak French. Despite being a mechanic, Mike couldn't fix his car when it broke down yesterday. So it's still about the past. Okay, about the past. So let's compare the one like can and could, with less for more and for more. This is another term, not about the past or future or present. Like, can I help you? Okay, it is for offering, it less for more. It you use like we could do that for you, or I could do that for you. You can say like that in more for more than can, and like may I help you or might be of some assistance. So we don't talk about may and might, but the degree of using the like formality, we use may and might better than can and could. But now we discuss only can and could only one. So to request, which can you close the window, or you can say could you pass me the sword. So which one is more polite one? You can use could you close the window, that's okay, yeah. But if you use can, perhaps you have less for more. I mean you are the same age, you are not talking with the people who are older than you. Okay, you could instead if you want to use that. For the suggestion, you can say like we can try that new cafe. Okay, you could lose some weight. Okay, you could lose some weight. Just a suggestion. Mean if you eat this food, okay, you could lose some weight. So this is about suggestion. So basically, can for ability, could also for ability. It is for can for the present and future, could in the past. But if we use like offer, request, and suggestion, we use can and could differently. Can less for more, and could more for more, right? Okay, so teacher would like you to compare a little bit with the two modal verb, everyone. So we use can for the general ability in the present, and could use for general abilities in the past, right? Like I can speak English, I could play the piano when I was younger. We use can for like, asking permissions, like informal, and we asking for permission we use with could, it more polite, like can I borrow your pen please? Okay, this is a normal question, okay, for informal. And could I use your bathroom please, or could I borrow your pencil or your pen? This is more polite. In requesting as well, like can I help, okay, can I help, or could you help me please? We request someone to help you. And anyway, you can say could you pass me the sword please, okay. Possibility, okay, and this is also possibility but in the past. Offering to help someone, okay, like suggestion, like use not, meaning not allowed. The conditional of can would be able to. So if you see the next session, teacher will compare you with the zero conditional sentence and the first conditional sentence. We can use can or could over there, everyone. So let's move to the next slide, everyone. So let's practice before we end up our lesson this morning, everyone. So choose the correct answer. Like Steve spoke very quickly, so I understand what he said. So I could, I can, or I couldn't. When you see the past simple like spoke, we come from speak, you can use can, right? You have to use could or couldn't. But actually the sentence is very quickly. So when someone say quickly, so you could understand or you couldn't understand everyone. So the right answer is couldn't, right? So go to number 2, number 3, 4, and 5, the one that do it. Like I can't, couldn't, and don't buy a car because I was very poor. So this is about the past simple, right? I was very poor. So the right answer is can or can't, everyone. Yeah, could, couldn't, right? Okay, so the number 3, like I pick you up at the airport. I am able to, I was able, or I can. We use only I can pick you up at the airport. If you say like I am able or was able, at least you have to put to, okay? Be able to, not be able plus with verb 1. So we have to use can right now, everyone. So the number 4, like I got, okay, I got a good seat, okay, in the theater, so I see the stage well. Could, I will be able to, or I couldn't. So the right answer is I could, okay, see the stage well. This is about the past ability. Number 5, the baby is able walk now, can walk now, or able to walk now, everyone. So the right answer is the baby is able to walk now, okay. So why we don't use can here, everyone? Can for ability and able to also for the ability. But as the teacher explained you that we just be able to meaning to challenge about the difficulty situation, not about can. Okay, so the baby is able to walk now, meaning that before the time of we are speaking, the baby just don't know how to walk, it just grow. Okay, so that's why we use be able to here. So it's come to the end of your lesson today, everyone. So thank you so much for your paying attention. And if you have any question, you can drop your question into the group, and your teacher will help you and answer you more. Okay. So teacher would like to say thank you very much. Okay. Goodbye, class.